offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Greystone, travel.
56, right there, 56.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Now go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 13.
Protein spill. Go.
We got motion. Back up.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up.
Hey.
Motion.
58, go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 14 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Jaguars nothing.
On the set. Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the pass. Check 55, somebody. Check 55.
Leo.
Screen. Watch the screen. Bang. He's checking.
Now.
3rd and 2, now Marino. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Briggs. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Topper!
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, Charlie!
58 for Mike. 58.
Yep.
58 for Mike. I got one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Past the 20. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
As Sanders has it poked free, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 37. Check 37.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot!
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12
and that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
General West.
Check 24.
Now.
2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
To number 88. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Tight end's right.
Bravo.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 58's to Mike. 58's to Mike. I can't believe they let you. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Right bud.
Marino will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Stephon Gilmore.
Marino's pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 54. Get him. Get him.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Go.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Big trip.
Now Marino. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey.
Marino to throw on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got it.
Play fake. Here's Marino. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Look at me, zipper.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Marino here from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll go again with Sanders. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Marino on play action. That one complete. He finds Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
59. Go.
Hold. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Now.
They'll run with Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, Marino. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Marino to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
55 to Mike. Let's go.
On first down, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Slam. Rush in. Alert flare. Hey, alert 3.
Now Sanders. Room to run again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Zerline, he'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
X3, 218, chopper.
54, Mike.
65, 65, 65.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, watch this. Go.
To throw is Marino. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Right here, right here.
Mike 55.
Now Marino operating with third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You ain't doing nothing.
Get it.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Marino, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's get up.
Hit it.
From the gun on third down is Marino. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Marino sets up. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Marino toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Check.
They'll try and throw forward Marino. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
58's to Mike. 50.
Go.
Push him back.
He'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Marino. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready? Hey, Reed. Check. Hey, Haywood. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey!
It's me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready?
From midfield now, Marino. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Ready. 60 yards.
55 to Mike.
Hey, Echo. Yes.
Banjo. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
5.
Again, it's Marino. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. There he goes left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that will write a finish to this ball game. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.